Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wild DLC playthrough, where we're gonna continue with Firebreak quest. First
Long
things,
Notch
we're
is well
gonna...
stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
Nice. First things, we're gonna have to talk with Aratak. I know it's optional, but let's just do it.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
What can you tell me more about you and Aurea?
I take it you haven't spoken to Aurea yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
I mean, what happened to her?
What happened to Aurea when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
And what can you tell me about the first expedition?
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron. New metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Aurea to that again.
So you have no idea what's past the door?
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Okay, we'll talk later.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Aurea safe.
Of course.
With their ridiculous ideas about women.
Okay. Time to go towards the mountain. Is this it? Looks like a great wall of ice. Or I might need to climb that. No? That ice looks we can break it.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Aurea?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
mean, can we talk about your captivity?
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
And what about Aratak and the war?
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
What else can you tell me about Thunder's Drum?
What are we gonna find up there, Rhea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the Daemon has tried to hide the way.
And again, about silence.
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave, but you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch, a remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was, or at least when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Interesting. So it's still not exactly a full answer. So where he exactly came from is still a mystery. What he wants exactly, still a mystery. That's really good. Curious. If, I don't know, maybe we'll find more information here in this next part. Yes, we'll see. For now, it's time to ascend.
It hasn't been easy for you, Aurea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Yep, ascend.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Yep. Ah, so it's a vent. Like, literally, it's just a vent. Okay. Could it be actually an exhaust vent?
Come! The spirit awaits!
That's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
Smart.
I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed to
power of the
nearest
old ones.
exit.
Ah. So we simulated a fire inside the facility.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Yeah, from what I see, we have battle backs on the side.
Metal pillars. Tall as Bemir's cliffs. I still don't like it.
Yeah, I don't pick anything else on the focus though. And there's a supply crate.
Here.
Please.
Up and over.
Yeah, there's an audio log though. Return to Firebreak.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while, maybe a long while, and I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
Yeah.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
Yeah. I have a feeling he mentioned the date. I think that was 2064. Yeah, the Firebreak should already be in effect and all that. Right? So I guess what he meant to suspend, or what Anita wanted to suspend operation, maybe try to hide. Something like that. Really? It's not that way we climb. Come on. Guess we are not climbing that way. Okay, Kenny's homecoming. Joshua, the return of the director emeritus. Decent hollow title. Gina, no bad title and war subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Joshua, whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this Hell's Cave seen in a long time. Gina, your standards for exciting are depressingly low. Joshua, I'll squeeze what I can out of this. Thanks. Gina, you always were a little sweet on Kenny. Joshua, what? No way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. Gina, I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. is not normal. Joshua. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, then rode off into the sunset. Now he wants to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. Gina. But why now? He keeps poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about cyan. Do you think there's something wrong? Joshua. Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes that, taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime. Gina. It's been 14 years. They would have frozen those accounts by now. Joshua. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Gina. Not old. Just boring. Ah, interesting. Let me have that audio log. Guys, relax. I guess we climb up to here. Yep, right into the middle of those watchers and everything. And strike from above. He was conveniently placed here. Okay. Right, we have to go that way. Strike him. And I can do this stealthily.
Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
Hey, come, guys, please don't alert them. I'll be annoyed if you do. Oh, it's not much that. Well, there is a battle back though. It's a big fellow. Go away, battle back. Go that way. I need that watcher to look other way. Yeah, they saw me. I risked.
This one saw me coming.
That was a calculated risk, but very bad. Very bad indeed. Well, at least shouldn't have that many guys to deal with. That thing, that was weird. What the watcher wanted to do.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
Huh. Nice.
We can make our way upwards when you're done.
Hold up. Is this just... Okay, this just opened. This is just a way to get back. Not through climbing. I thought maybe it could be a secret area.
I'd have to ditch something.
Yeah, don't worry, we don't need much. Right, another text log. That kiss. Must have been something in the spring of 2047. About 6 months after the main facility opened. We were behind schedule and new data indicated that an incident was close. Maybe only weeks away. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anita in the battery depot. She looked at me, frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After, she looked at me and smiled, and went back to work without saying a word. I'll never forget that moment. Her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her, somehow. Every time I ran into her at a conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused, all at the same time. Always hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a hollow in '58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sobeck presenting, no less, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. Oh, that's a bit sad and happy at the same time. Yes, it wasn't meant to be, Kenny.
If the chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
Yes, of course. Nothing on the ground floor left. I see 2 ladders. I guess maybe just 2 ways to get to our objective. Yeah, just we could have taken this ladder or the other ladder, which was closer to our objective. Still, we could have had
Yes, this way.
maybe some more lore to read or hear.
Not much farther now.
So far, easy. Whoa. This
Last
looks
we were
nice.
here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
So, go guns blazing or try to go stealth. Let's go with the stealth option as much as possible, though. And hopefully I'm not missing any lore. That is.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machine came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
Not all threats can be seen at first. You wear
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Great. If you have stalkers, that changes things. Wait, where did the machine go? There it is.
we go where you go, Aloy.
Okay, we have the stalkers. There's one. Guys, hide. Crying out loud, guys. Okay. Should be able to do enough damage to do a 1 strike on them, right? Ah, not exactly. Now there goes the stealth. That didn't last long. Maybe I should have went gun blazing.
I'll finish you!
Yeah. Or maybe at least here I'll have much easier machines to deal with. You know? Because it kinda looked maybe if we went guns blazing. No, ow. We had harder machines to deal with, and wow, that did not do damage. Why? Really? He managed to hit me midway. Come on, guys. Managed to take care of that guy. Ah, yes. Forgot that these guys can damage me outside of the shield. It's only one arrow, should be fine. There we go. So that was stealth. I knew it. So basically, just avoid the stalkers next time. I don't do enough damage to them. Any lore around here? There might not be, actually.
Be wary of mine. If stalkers appear.
There's still some machines up ahead. See if I can avoid you. There we go. Nice.
There's a door up ahead.
Yes, we are. And actually, I need to craft my arrows back. We do have lore. Excessive secrecy.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw, so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Yep, this is more or less sounding that they were trying to hide from the Pharaoh plague. And we do have another chest over here.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Let's go through the door. Is this a secret somewhere? Could be. Objective are up there. Ah. Well, I have the feeling this is actually. This should be the other route, right? Yeah. This was Artak's route. And the entrance to this part. Got it. Just more crates around there. Holo projector.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Good to know. Right, and there's the cauldron entrance. Right over there. We do have a text logo here. Holo Redux. From Kenny Chow. Okay, I'll admit it. I watched the Holo of the Toast 6 straight times. Taking in every detail. Anita's smile, the way she giggled at her own jokes, my clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time it played, for a second, I felt like I was there again, with her, among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course. But the sixth time, I was just staring at Anita and feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can't I? It was the best night of my life. Besides, I'm entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death. Or at least suffocation by ash. So, there's that. Right? Yes, indeed, there's that. And what do I have here? Yeah, never mind.
I do not like it here. Looking out over where my kin fell.
Okay, let's activate the holo projector.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow.
All right, Cyan. What's our latest number?
The current count is 1,654.
Whoa, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit with the old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
Yep. The answer to that is
We
that
should move on. Onto
the spirit should
We'll have to
be
come
an
through a lot
AI
of
or
machines
something.
to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
Don't worry.
Onward, then. Our challenge awaits.
We can do it. Right, we do have another data point. The conversation.
The geothermal plant can be suspended, the cooling system masked, massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All we need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Was he referring to Cyan or another thing? What's here? Oh, just some plants. Yeah, I guess down we go. Okay, we have a watcher over there.
Don't let them out of your sights!
Really? Who alerted who? Damn it, guys. That's why I hate sometimes having allies. He's angry.
I made it!
And he's coming right at us. Oh, why am I still crouched though? Don't need to be crouched. Wait, thank you. Ow. Okay, we managed to hit one of yours. Good. Wow. How was that a miss? Point blank miss. Really? Okay, he's down. Get the scrapper. Is anyone else around here?
This is what we've prepared for.
Nothing to stop us from the door.
Right, that happened. Alright. Anything else around here?
Thank the blue light.
Nothing else. Cool. So hopefully I got all the lore around. Anywho, I think I'm gonna stop it here for now. There's another hunter. More hunters. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it here for now. And we'll continue next time to explore the cauldron. And we'll see what other secrets are around. But for now, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. And as always, don't forget to take care.